Well, yeah. So the best thing, or the two best things for me, one is when I look at that app, and it says so far I've only used, what, pick a number, $22 for PG&E or something over a month. That knowing that I have monthly cost savings, even though the payback might be, years, but it's a good feeling knowing that PG&E rates are going to go up, and I'm kind of insulated from that. So that was one good thing, and then the other good thing was just the whole carbon footprint thing. Um, I'm kind of a motorhead, so that's one way of decreasing our carbon footprint. And I guess I assume as time goes on, you will get some resale value out of it when you sell the house. So I guess those are the three primary drivers for making the switch. I don't know. Well, what I would personally say is that's a red herring. It didn't take any time. I mean, I literally, you guys had that on a street fair kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't even considering it really. For some reason, I stopped by, um, and in 5 minutes, I kind of just got the idea in my head. It doesn't take. It's not rocket science. It's easy to figure out how much you're going to spend on PG&E. It's easy to figure out. You get a quote. It's easy. Um, I mean, the whole process was hours, not days, whatever. So I mean, I guess I guess I would just say to them. I mean, if I was selling them, I would probably come up with something. It's like that Geico commercial or something like that. 15 minutes will save you whatever. It's like it's a 15-minute process. It's not. When you came over for the first sales call, I think it probably wasn't even an hour. The Peterson Dean dude, like I said, talked for like an hour and a half, but it was mostly about him and his family and how good he is and all that kind of crap. I mean, so it's not a time sink. And the installation isn't even too bad. Someone has to be home, but it's not a time sink. Well, so every year the payback period gets lower. Every year the panels get cheaper. The flip side is every year PG&E rates go up. So I think plus or minus it's like a 7-year payback. But 10 years ago I didn't go to solar because it was a long payback. I could make more money in the stock market, you know. But I think the prices have come down, and I was more concerned about carbon footprint than whether it was a 7-year payback or a 9-year payback or whatever. And then just with the PG&E instability, I mean, rates could go up significantly in the next year or two. You just don't know. And if they privatize or take over PG&E, who knows? I mean, the government's not generally good at running things. So, I don't know. It's a combination of it's the right thing to do for the environment, and it does pay back. So I got two or three quotes, including Peterson Dean. And if you've ever been to a used car lot, that was the Peterson Dean model. Where I don't know if I told you this, but I had this time set up for this guy to meet, and 10 o'clock came and went, and 10:30, guy's not here, and then I looked at the email, and it was a video conference. So the guy was in Sacramento with his little boom mic and a picture of his family behind him, and he talked for like an hour and a half. And you guys were just over like 2 days before, and you did the demo of that usage by circuit, which to me was a big plus for obvious reasons now that we're looking at it. Um, but like I'd say, well, do you have the ability to monitor usage by circuit? Oh yeah, yeah. I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. So after an hour and a half ish, he had all these things he was supposed to send me, and didn't do any of it. The process with you guys was much more personal, and I liked everybody I talked to, and the ability. He's in Sacramento. If something goes wrong, what's he gonna do? He didn't even come over to look at the house. So with you guys, it was very much more personal. And like I said, I liked everybody I met, so I figured if something went wrong, I could call them or call you, and somebody would fix it.
Right.
So what I liked about it, the pricing was pretty similar. I like the fact that you figured out to put it on the garage. They didn't, no one else had that thought, so that was a benefit because it's not as obvious from the street. So you came out, personally looked at things, and I figured if you guys were local, something went wrong, I'd rather keep the money